That's good. Okay. It is Tuesday, 6 September 2016 at 7 p.m. or 7:01 p.m. And I'd like to call to order the regular Board of Trustees meeting for the Village of North Hudson. And we'll have a short invocation. You're with me as we approach the 15-year anniversary, and it's not a celebratory anniversary, obviously, with of 9/11, where the country was attacked. I would like to, pray for the families that are, I'm sure, are still suffering from the loss of their loved ones, and I would also like to pray for the police, the firefighters, the EMS, and all service people that they they take their life into their hands every day, and we pray for their safety and for their families, that they may come home safe every day, and the families have their families together. And we do this for you and for all that serve in our country. Amen. Roll call, please.
Trustee Head, absent. Nelson.
Here.
Ryan Berglund.
Here.
Pike.
Here.
President Wecken.
Here.
Trustee Zeiss.
Here.
Zappa.
Here.
Thank you. Item 2, review and approve minutes from the regular board meeting of 2 August and special village board meeting of 4 August.
I'll move the approval of those minutes.
Thank you, Colleen. Is there a second?
I'll second, Stan.
Thank you, Mark. Is there any corrections, amendments, or discussion on the minutes from either board meeting? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Thank you. Comments from the floor. Comments from the floor is the opportunity for residents to make the board aware of topics, issues, opportunities either on or not on today's agenda. Is there anyone here that is not on the agenda that wishes to make us aware of anything that's going on in the village? Hearing none, we'll go to item 4. Application for conveyance of land filed by Landstead Companies LLC and David Burnley. Approval requested.
Stan, can I move to approve the application for conveyance of land between the adjoining properties of David Burnley at 811 Riverside Drive North and XXX Bluebird Court North?
Thank you, Mark. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Brian. Discussion. Everybody is aware in the packet of what is going on. And hearing no discussion, it's not a spending issue or anything like that, so all in favor of the motion as presented signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Congratulations. Yes, sir.
I need a signature on the map, would that be Melissa?
Probably the village president.
I can, do that now, then you don't have to sit through this boring meeting, I guess. And I'm sure you have other stuff to, probably got other stuff to do, but,
Much appreciated.
no worries. This one here? That'll do it.
Thank you.
You bet. Have a great night. Okay, next on the agenda is River Valley Deer Management approval requested.
Yeah, see you, Mark.
Have a great night. Thank you for coming.
You can stay if you want.
Yeah. It ain't gonna be much longer.
Sorry.
I think Terry likes an audience.
I'll give him one.
Okay.
There's a hunter. There's a hunter.
River Valley Deer Management approval requested. We have a motion?
I move to approve the River Valley Management Program for 2016.
Second.
Thank you, Colleen. Thank you, Mark. That's item A. Is there any comments or questions regarding the Deere contract? This is a contract that we've been in partnership with River Valley Deer Management for how many years, Lon?
I think this is be number 6.
Number 6. And I'm happy to report we have had no, 0 incidents. Chief, does that sound right to you?
Let's say 0 negative incidents.
Okay, 0 negative incidents, that's a better way to go.
How many deer have been taken over this
You know, I'd have to,
approximately?
60, 70 maybe, 70, 80.
Okay.
It really helps keep them down.
Okay, and, okay, I don't, since there's, the motion, is there any other questions, comments for Lon if he's here, since he's here? Hearing none, let's see, contract approval.
You don't need a.
Okay, no one. Okay, all in favor of continuing our partnership with River Valley Deer Management, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Approval, you're done.
Thank you.
Item B is on there, is just Hunter's application, that was an FYI for the board and stuff, as the people that will be hunting, and the chief has gone through and done background of him, and we're good to go with that. Item number,
Actually,
okay, Terry,
Melissa did prepare a suggested motion for that.
okay.
I didn't review it, but I think we maybe should just go ahead and do that.
Oh, okay, no, I'm sorry, I didn't
Yeah.
realize, I didn't look at the,
Assuming the board is in favor of that.
right,
Item B.
And we're voting on the 5, right?
right.
Oh,
Yep.
let me read it.
Yeah.
You
that
got
one
it.
there.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Move to approve the application of Lon Faya, Bradley Coulter, Ricky Kraus, Harvey Baird, and C.R. Hackworthy for participation in the Village of North Hudson Deer Management Program during the 2016-2017 hunting season.
Thank you, Colleen, is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mark. Any other discussion? Brian?
Just a question for the chief. So how intense is that check of these people? What are you looking for?
Basically, the background check looks to see if there's any misdemeanors or felonies in the state of Wisconsin, and also takes a look at their driving record to see if there's anything that stands out that would be pertinent to the type of activity. So at this point, all 5 of those people met the requirements that we've set in the past.
So my question is, with bow versus gun, is there a difference as far as their eligibility of being able to shoot?
They would still have to have a license through the state
Right.
to go ahead and move forward with that. But as far as getting to be part of this program, that's kind of a different set of standards.
Oh.
Yeah, I think you actually have to get certified, because I remember we were looking through it. For shooting bow, you have to go take an actual test
Oh.
to show that you can do it.
Okay.
And that
That's
would be,
what I was
and that would be through the deer management
Yeah, that is-
program,
yeah.
their
Yeah.
standards.
That's what they have.
Right.
Okay, I was just curious. Thank you.
Are these names consistent, Chief, throughout the past few years that are on here?
I believe there's only one new name that hasn't been in the past. So, yeah, the other 4 are renewals, if you will.
Thank you.
I think 2 of them are law enforcement, aren't they?
That's what Lon said in his.
Yeah, I think at
cover.
least 1 this year. I know in the past there's been at least 3 or 4, but yeah.
Is there usually more than just,
In the past, I want to say there were closer to 10 hunters. This year, they only have 5.
Our deer must be getting smaller or something. Anything else for the chief? Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Mark. Okay, and since we have any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the hunter applications, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Item 6, Resolution 2016-06, requesting exemption from county library tax. Approval requested. Is there a motion?
I'll move, Stan.
Thank you, Mark. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Brian.
Just to clarify, that's a motion to approve resolution number 2016-06.
Yes.
Thank you. And we have done this for,
several years?
so, yeah, that's what I was
At
gonna say,
least-
is it, it's been several years, I know, as long as I've been on the board.
Yeah.
And we're part of the joint library with the city of Hudson, town of Hudson, and town of Troy. And this exemption allows us to pay the taxes through the joint library board rather than, I think the county tax would have been, is considerably higher if we go there.
Is it?
I believe, Gloria.
There's a different percentage. The difference between 70 and 30 is what we're asking for the exemption for.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. That's, so, do we need a
Difference
resolution?
between
or
70 and 100, I
Do you want me to-
apologize.
I need to read it?
What's that?
Do I need to? I don't,
It's not a requirement,
good.
yeah.
okay. Well, it's the same one.
Well, we could probably go
It's
down
up to
to
you.
now, therefore be it resolved. I mean, if you just want to run that through, I think would be good.
Well, I move that it be resolved that the Village of North Hudson, Wisconsin hereby requests of the St. Croix County Board of Supervisors that the Village of North Hudson be exempted from the payment of any county tax for the support of the public library service as provided in section 43.64, parent 2, parent C of the Wisconsin statutes.
Thank you. And and since this is a resolution, we need a roll call. So Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. And next on the agenda is amended Class B liquor license for extended premises Cozy Corner. Approval requested. We'll start with A, which is for the Packer Viking game on Sunday, 18 September.
Can we cover both of them? Because the motion has them both in it.
Yeah.
Terry, is that possible?
Well, unless somebody has a issue with one and not the other, or something like that, or a different discussion. I mean, you can make a motion for both and see what happens.
Stan, I move that Class B/Class B retail license for the sale of fermented malt beverages and intoxicating liquors for Cozy Corner be temporarily amended for the Viking/Packer game to take place on Sunday, September 18, 2016, from 12 p.m. to 11:30 p.m., and a birthday party to take place on Saturday, October 1, 2016, from 12 p.m. to 11 p.m., with the following conditions. Number 1, area outside a building to be completely enclosed with a continuous fence from the building's south access door to the designated area across the lot to the property to the east, causing the extended premises to be continuous and accessed only from within the building via the walkway. A painted permanent walkway designating the continuation of the licensed establishment to the fenced property east of the business could replace the fenced, quote, walkway. This would be consistent with the restriction put on Muds and Suds, now Gov's Place, for the access to the volleyball courts. Number 2, use of alcohol shall remain within building or fenced-in area per the establishment's liquor license. Number 3, use of outside area only with specific permission of the village board for requested date and times. Number 4, owner to provide an equal amount of adjacent substitute off-street parking while parking lot area is fenced during time of event. Number 5, owner to be responsible for band/music volume. Number 6, all outside music to end no later than 10 p.m.
Thank you, Brian.
I'll second.
Thank you, Mark. Is there discussion, comments, or questions?
So we had looks like an email from somebody to Gloria, a resident. That's in with this.
All right.
Susan,
Yep.
Did the chief see that email?
Yep.
Okay. Any issues with that email? How are we controlling how do we know what the decibel level of their band is? I mean, and is there such a decibel limit?
There is not. I've seen the email. The email was sent to Gloria, and obviously it relates to the village board's approval, not to the police department side of things. The police department has not yet received any complaints during the times that any of the events have been taking place. So this was directly to Gloria and I think meant for the board. The noise ordinance in North Hudson it does not have a decibel level on it, nor does it have an hours restriction. And so basically, if it bothers someone, we have to address it. And so really, the noise ordinance is somewhat subjective to the event or to the time. I mean, neighbors and having neighbors and music volumes, if it's 8 o'clock in the afternoon or 8 o'clock in the evening and somebody has a problem with the volume level, we have to go over and ask them to turn it down based on one neighbor's concerns. This being a commercial property, it would be the same type of interaction. If a neighbor has a concern, we're going to have to address it. And then if there's a concern that becomes problematic to a licensed event, then it'll just come back, to the board based on any future events and any restrictions that the board might want to put in place going forward.
Okay. And so you haven't had complaints related to these kind of events yourself? I mean,
No one has called the police department
Okay.
related to these events
Okay.
at this time.
thank you.
Any questions for the chief? Thank you, chief. Okay, any other discussion? Okay, all in favor of the motion as read, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Stan also abstained from the vote on that one, sorry.
Thank you, Kirk. Kirk abstains, and otherwise it's a unanimous decision to approve the request. Item number 8, 2016-2017 Exit 1 fireworks permit, amend time frame open to the public to not more than 180 days. Discussion and approval requested.
Stan, I move to amend the current annual fireworks paraphernalia sale permit for Mark Zappa Exit 1 fireworks to a temporary use permit with all current conditions remaining in effect and the added restriction that operation does not exceed 180 days a year.
Thank you, Brian. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Colleen. Any discussion? Okay, hearing none. All in favor of the motion as presented, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
I abstain, Stan.
Mark abstains, thank you. Okay. Number 9, new business from the board or staff. First is the president's comments, and I have nothing today. Gloria?
Just quickly, we reviewed the software, the accounting software, and did not find it compatible with the state uniform accounting code. So we pulled the plug on that, but we will start to look again for another program to save the village some money on maintenance fees. That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Gloria. Melissa, do you have anything from the clerk?
Yes, in July, I just wanted to update the board. In July, I completed my 4th and final year at the Treasurers, which was the Treasurers Completion course at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay Clerks and Treasurers Institute. And I now have enough credits to apply for the Wisconsin Certified Municipal Clerk certification. And I just want to thank the board for the opportunity to attend the institute. And then also, a reminder that the general election will be held on Tuesday, November 8th. And if you are new to the village or have moved within the village, you will need to register to vote. Please do this as early as possible before Election Day to avoid long lines, and also photo ID will be required.
Thank you very much. And now I'll make one comment. I'd like to congratulate Melissa and have the board congratulate you on completing this. You've been working hard on that, and I'm sure you'll be sad not to get to go back to Green Bay for another year or whatever, but congratulations on that.
Yep, thank you.
Okay. And item 10, Plan Commission. Plan Commission did not meet. Item 11, Personnel and Finance Committee recommendations, claims and approval requested.
Stan, can I move to approve the September 2016 non-recurring claims of $119,507.01?
Thank you, Mark. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Colleen. Is there any questions or comments? I'll make a comment that it seems like a big number for this time of year, but we have to, we get services from Hudson that comes due every, like 6 months, so that's part of what is in that budget, so if there are no other discussions, we'll go roll call vote, because it's spending. Kirk?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
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 Thank you.
Extra
Who'd we
vote.
miss?
Got him.
Vote
Got 'em all?
for Ted.
got 'em
You have to
all.
poke them? Okay, 2016-27 budget items discussion only. Gloria, you want to just quick recap, or you want me to recap that?
There really isn't a lot as far as the board. Most of the comments happen during finance because that'll be the committee doing the workshop. But you do have a timeline in front of you that the full board will follow in adopting the final budget.
Thank you.
Did the department heads get that timeline?
Yes.
All right, any other discussion on the budget items? Hearing none. Number 12, Public Works Committee, Chair update. Ryan?
Public Works did meet, and we have one motion to make. We are recommending approval of a one-year snow removal contract with Zappa Brothers, Inc. with the hourly rate and changes included in the new 2016-2017 snow/ice removal contract.
Thank you, Brian. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we'll let Kirk's name get on the roster for a change. Thank you, Kirk.
That's fine with me.
Is there any comments or questions on the contract with to extend with Zappa Brothers? Hearing none. It's spending. Tim?
Yes.
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 Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Public Safety, Mark?
We met, we have no action items.
Okay.
I would like to take a moment to, I don't know if congratulate's the right word, but acknowledge that the Pepperfest apparently had a relatively trouble-free 3 days down here. So it's, I'd like to applaud them anyway, and we have Tim here, so thank them for their efforts and our staff efforts. We were shorthanded, we had extra help, but the public helped out too, so it's always nice to hear good news. about that.
Absolutely.
So it was hopefully a good event for everybody.
Okay,
And that's it.
thank you, Mark. 14, Public Welfare Committee. Colleen, I don't believe you met?
Public Welfare did not meet. Park Board did accept that it was September's meeting, so, but we have nothing to bring forward anyway, so.
Okay, thank you. And now, the board, or number 16 is the board may convene into closed session pursuant to Wisconsin statute 19.85, parent 1, parent G, for the purpose of conferring with legal counsel for the Village of North Hudson, who is rendering oral or written advice concerning strategy to be adopted by the body with respect to litigation in which it is or is likely to become involved regarding 712 Pine Street North. So, we need a motion to go into closed session.
I'll move to go into closed session.
Thank you, Colleen. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Mark.
Roll call.
And a roll call vote. Kirk?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Mark?
Yes.
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 Okay. Thank you, Mark and Kevin. Have a great evening. We'll just have him shut us off